Welcome to the He's Got Issues Independent Comics Edition number 23. I'm John Cooney here to preview new independent comics being released July 31st, 2013, beginning alphabetically with Boom Studios and 3 Guns number 1. The sequel to 2 Guns, now a major motion picture from Universal Pictures. Trench was a deep-cover DEA agent. Stedman was an undercover naval intelligence officer. Now, after racing headlong across the Southwest, desperately outrunning feds and mobsters alike while trying to clear their names, Trench and Stedman are pulled into another impossible situation, brokering gun deals between the Russians and anti-government revolutionaries from opposite sides. And little do they know, the third gun has her eyes set on the ultimate prize, and she won't go down without a fight. Creator Stephen Grant of Damned and Punisher Circle of Blood returns along with original series cover artist Raphael Albuquerque of American Vampire for more action comedy thrills. Next, we've got Adventure Time Summer Special number 1. Put on that sunscreen and grab your beach towel because it's an Adventure Time Summer Special featuring all new sun-kissed stories from acclaimed creators starring Finn, Jake, and all your favorites, and showcasing a fully painted cover by Becky Drysted. We've also got Clive Barker's Next Testament number 3 of 12. Wick has finally been revealed to the world. After his brutal display of power, will more followers join Julian at his side, or will his word be challenged? The tension gets thicker and the stakes rise as Tristan decides whether or not to align with his father. And we've got Planet of the Apes Spectacular one-shot. With time quickly running out, Alaya faces execution for her crimes against ape kind, while Sully begins to realize that the enemy of her enemy is not necessarily a friend either. It's apes versus humans as Daryl Gregory's epic continues in the Planet of the Apes Spectacular. From Dark Horse Comics, we've got Akaneiro number 3 of 3. Connie, a brave but inexperienced young huntress, uncovers a cunning plot by the demonic yokai, forcing her to make a decision that will shape her destiny and that of her entire world. Based on the hot new game by American McGee's Spicy Horse Games, the startling conclusion. Next, we've got Amala's Blade number 4 of 4. Master Assassin Amala uncovers Prince Marco's plans to reignite civil war between modifiers and purifiers. Can she stem the tides of war? What is the deadly secret her mother carries? And will Amala face her long-lost destiny? We've also got Angel and Faith number 24. Angel and Faith will need all the help they can get when it comes to stopping this season's uber villains from unleashing a magic-fueled plague on the earth. Enter an archmage, a former watcher, and 2 socialites who've dabbled in magic. Will it be enough? It's the final arc, Battle to the Death. Next, we've got BPRD Vampire number 5 of 5. After the bloody encounter in the woods, only Professor Brutenholm himself can put an end to the vampire hunt and get to the bottom of the mystery of the undead of Eski Krumlov, a direct sequel to the critically acclaimed BPRD 1948. We've also got Captain Midnight number 1. On the run from the U.S. government after fleeing custody, Captain Midnight has been labeled a security risk. In the 40s, he was an American hero, a daredevil fighter pilot, a technological genius, a superhero. But since he rifled out of the Bermuda Triangle into the present day, Captain Midnight doesn't know what or who to trust. A key title in Dark Horse's new superhero initiative. Next, we've got House of Golden Bones number 4 of 4. Inside the House of Golden Bones, the conflagration is begun. Here, the human must make a choice that could alter the course of his life, remain the man he is, or change. Inspired by Stone Sour album House of Golden Bones, in stores now. Bonus content in every issue. We've also got King Conan, the Hour of the Dragon number 3 of 6. Aided by the brave harem girl Zenobia, the deposed barbarian king escapes a gruesome dungeon using both stealth and brute force, only to come face to face with one of his ruthless captors. Conan seeks to reclaim his crown, but he'll have to defeat an army backed by an evil wizard first. And we've got Last of Us American Dreams number 4 of 4. Ellie and Riley thought they'd found a home with the Fireflies. Instead, they find themselves imprisoned, threatened with death unless they can prove their allegiance. Don't miss the thrilling finale to the essential chapter of The Last of Us, co-written by Naughty Dog art director Neil Druckmann, essential story from the anticipated game. From Dynamite Entertainment, we've got Kevin Smith's The Bionic Man number 22. When a foreign scientist wishes to defect to America, Steve must infiltrate a highly secure research facility to get him out. He'll have the help of OSI's newest and strangest employee, but all the help in the world won't keep the Bionic Man alive if he's discovered. From IDW Publishing, we've got Doctor Who Prisoners of Time number 7 of 12. Our year-long celebration of Doctor Who's 50th anniversary continues. The 7th Doctor takes the spotlight in this issue of a 12-part epic adventure featuring all 11 incarnations of the Doctor. In a 19th century Scottish castle, a live-in nurse's concerns about the elderly couple in her care are allayed by a visiting doctor and his curiously modern female companion. Next, we've got G.I. Joe number 6. Courtney Krieger had it all. Fame, fortune, beauty, a whirlwind life spent jetting from one exotic locale to the next. Why did she give it all up to become the G.I. Joe team member known as Cover Girl? Her deadliest secret will be revealed here, as well as the connection between it and Cobra's Mad Monk, who has returned to turn New York City into an island of terror. We've also got G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero number 192. G.I. Joe has held the upper hand for too long. Now it's Cobra's turn. Cobra Commander is ready to launch an offensive strike that will bring G.I. Joe to its knees. The mighty shall fall and Cobra will rise again in G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero number 192. Next we've got Judge Dredd Year 1 number 4 of 4. Psychically powerful Jews rule the streets and insurrection is spreading in Mega City 1. Justice Department's only hope lies with Judge Dredd, attempting to cut off its source, the psi energy passing across the dimensional divide. But for a young lawman barely out of the academy, he has underestimated just what it'll take to save the metropolis he has pledged to protect. We've also got My Little Pony Friendship is Magic number 9. Every pony's got a story to tell in this new arc by fan favorites Katie Cook and Andy Price. The citizens of Ponyville take center stage as an ordinary morning in Big Macintosh quickly turns into an unexpected adventure. Filled with tons of colorful characters and side stories, this issue will put Big Macintosh's typical bashfulness to the test. Next, we've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 24, City Fall Part 3. With the hunt on for Leonardo, the remaining turtles take whatever help they can get. But can they trust a truce with Old Hob? A startling climax will change the turtles forever. And we've got Transformers More Than Meets the Eye number 19, Betrayal. The Lost Light may be occupied by enemy forces, but that's the least of Rodimus' problems. As he awaits execution, the one-time Matrix holder realizes how little he knows about the people he once called friends. Is there anyone left he can trust? And where does the legendary Starsaber fit into all this? From Image Comics, we've got 39 Minutes, Volume 1, hardcover. Robbing a bank is easy. It's the getaway that's hard. The bank is surrounded by police officers. Alarms are blaring. Customers and employees are screaming. And the streets are blocked off. So what's the solution? Kill everyone in town. Next, we've got Bedlam number 8 with the solicit simply, Tell the Truth. And we've got 5 Ghosts, The Haunting of Fabian Gray number 5 of 5 with the simple solicit, The End. Next, we've got It Girl and the Atomics number 12, Stop As You Meant to Go On, series finale. All of the Atomics artists return for a triptych of international super spies, dopey costume villains, and mummy attacks. Rights will be wronged, relationships repaired, and seriously, it's going to be one heck of a party. We've also got Komacon Hardcover. 6 exceptional young artists from South Korea joined forces with 6 outstanding veteran American writers to create a cross-cultural anthology of spectacular breadth. We've also got Morning Glories number 29, A New Assignment. Next we have Sex number 5. Simon Cook's night out has disastrous consequences, and not just socially, but hey, at least he's trying. Meanwhile, life in Saturn City's criminal underworld rolls on, just not as smoothly as expected. Never forget, sex is real, sex is now, but most importantly, sex has infected your local comic book store. And we've got Youngblood number 78, Dark Rising. In the wake of Lord Chapel's return, the Youngblood Corps assemble en masse to combat the Dark Lord's terrible plan to converge with another dimension, guest starring every Youngblood member featured in the history of Youngblood. No Valiant this week, but out in trades we've got Invincible Volume 8, The Death of Everyone trade paperback. Mark Grayson's entire life as a superhero, all that he's learned, all that he's endured, it's all been leading to this one moment. Will he become the hero he was meant to, or will he choose a different path? Collects Invincible number 97 to 102. Okay, so that's a look at some of the top independent publishers this week, but there's still plenty of other books out as well, so be sure to check out my YouTube channel at he'sgotissues.com to see both the Marvel and DC videos for this week, as well as my usual roundup of all my favorites for the week, with a little more depth and insight than you get here. And if you like these videos, be sure to let me know by leaving a comment and subscribing. You can also follow He's Got Issues on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and Tumblr to see everything I'm reading as I read it. So until next week, I'm John Cooney, and I've got issues.